In the Orange City, in India's heart, lived a legend whose passion set him apart. Dr. Sharad Pendsey, his compassion knew no bounds. In type 1 diabetes shadow, hope he found. Insulin for all, a beacon of light, saved thousands from a terrible plight. Through the toughest times he stood by their side, supporting families, their fears to confide. And for the children whose futures seemed bleak, he provided bicycles, each journey unique. With wheels beneath them, they rode with pride to school and beyond, with dreams to guide. For each young mind he paved the way to become nurses, engineers, hope in every day. An innovator he was in every sense, small businesses and fridges, the impact immense. He shattered stereotypes with every stride, showing his patients they could live with pride. Type 1 diabetes didn't define their worth. In Dr. Pendsey's strength, they found their birth. Staff and children, a family so tight, bound by his love, glowing bright. And beyond borders his influence spread wide, inspiring hearts, now to his cause tied. So let's honour his legacy, let his story be told of a man who turned despair into gold. On his 70th birthday, we remember his name, his compassion, his courage, his enduring flame.
Hello from the UK, where for once we've actually got some really nice weather. Today would have been our beloved Dr. Pendsey's 70th birthday, and it absolutely breaks my heart that today we'll have to celebrate without him. But the celebrations will go on today, because we are determined at the Pendsey Trust that people all over the world today will be raising a glass for Dr. Pendsey and all the amazing things which he achieved in his lifetime. I personally feel so blessed to have been able to meet Dr. Pendsey and to travel to India on numerous occasions. I'm so inspired by everything he achieved, and more than that, he was an amazing, compassionate and funny man who will live on in everybody's memories, both ours and those who he helped out in India, for many, many years to come. So, as a little surprise, I've pulled together some messages from some of our sponsors who will be raising a glass in Dr. Pendsey's name today to celebrate his birthday, and we will be sharing his story widely across social media so that everybody learns of his amazing work. Cheers.
Today we remember our dear friend Dr. Sharad Pendsey on his heavenly 70th birthday. We miss him so much. He is an incredible man and friend of ours. But we raise a glass to all his achievements, and we send our love to all those in Nagpur. He will always be remembered, and we will carry on his good work, sending love and best wishes, Mary and Alan.
I've really struggled to find some words that describe Dr. Pendsey and what he means to me. And I think that's simply because there are no words that can describe such an incredible man. We tend to overuse a lot of adjectives, and therefore I think no words can do him justice. But rather than me be speechless, which is not something that happens very often, I'd just like to compare his life to the sun and the sun setting. So once the sun has set and gone behind the horizon, we're left with an array of beautiful, incredible colours in the sky, and that's how I think of his legacy. So although he may be gone, he's actually still around. There's still those colours that we can see, and we've obviously got his incredible work being carried on by the Dream Trust and the dedicated staff there. So I'd just like you to think about that and maybe take some comfort from that.
Hello, I'm Belinda. I'm an artist. I live in Dubai, And I found your charity in 2017 when I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. I struggled at the time to come to terms with the fact that I had this autoimmune disease, and I looked for ways to help myself and others cope with this terrible illness. And I found your charity, Dr. Pendsey. It would have been your 70th birthday today, and happy birthday to you. You've done such great things for an incredible amount of children and people in India, and I'm sure people like me, it helped people like me because I was able to donate, and that helped me cope better with becoming type 1. I sponsor a young lad called Mukund, and I hear he's thriving and doing really well thanks to your charity. So in your memory, we say happy 70th birthday and we raise a glass. So here's a cup of tea from Dubai. Raise a glass. My commitment to you is to send the profits from my next piece of art to the charity. Cheers.
To Dr. Pendsey, a very special person. Cheers.
I would like to thank the Pendsey family and share my respect and admiration for Dr. Pendsey and his work. To help others is the greatest purpose in life. Dr. Pendsey, with the support of his family, has helped so many people, and I send my best wishes to the Pendsey family today.
Dr. Pendsey, from the Todd family, we just want to raise a glass to you for what a special man you are and for everything you've done in the world. Thank you so much indeed.
Dr. Sharad Pendsey, cannot believe it's been nearly a year since you passed, but during your life, what an amazing accomplishment you achieved. You helped save the life of thousands of type 1 diabetic children in India. Dr. Pendsey, your legacy lives on through the children, the teenagers and now the adults in Nagpur that you've supported, and through your son, Dr. Sanket Pendsey, who continues your work.
We're raising a glass for Dr. Pendsey to celebrate him for the hero that he was, for not only saving but also transforming thousands of children's lives. Cheers!
I'm delighted to have the chance to raise a glass in honour and memory of the amazing Dr. Sharad Pendsey, whose 70th birthday it would be. My name's Katrina Laycock, and I've been doing the sponsorship secretary work for the Pendsey Trust since the sponsorship scheme started. And I've had the amazing privilege of knowing Sharad and his family in the clinic, even if only remotely during that time. And it's been a blessing and a joy. And I'm so utterly thrilled, as everybody else, to see the amazing legacy that he started being taken on by Sanket with the support of his family and the clinic staff. Sharad did an amazing thing, that he started to do that work for the diabetic children in India, and his vision and his passion, his intellect, his ability to communicate with everyone, and all with a twinkle in his eye, has touched the lives of so many of us, and I feel blessed to have known him.
We're raising a glass for Dr. Pendsey, who made such an incredible impact on so many different people's lives, and I've seen firsthand in the clinic in India what a truly special person he was.
Cheers!
We raise our glasses to remember Dr. Pendsey on what would have been his 70th birthday, and to give thanks for the amazing contribution and difference he made to the type 1 diabetes community.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Back in 2020, I attended an online seminar by the Pendsey Trust in which Dr. Pendsey said some words that spoke directly to my heart. He said about how children in India who live with type 1 endure the same sort of difficulties that children here in the UK do, in terms of not injecting when they should, ignoring hypos, generally not taking responsibility for their condition. And honestly, those words did more to calm me than months of appointments with the paediatric psychologist had done, because suddenly I realised that I'm not alone. and I will never ever forget Dr. Pendsey for that. Those words will live with me probably for the rest of my life, certainly until my son is a long way over 18 years old, and hopefully by that point taking much more responsibility for his own care. So yeah, thank you Dr. Pendsey, you are a truly amazing man.
At the Pendsey Trust, we have one final surprise for you for Dr. Pendsey's 70th birthday, as we feel that his work aligns so closely with the achievements of Frederick Banting, who discovered insulin and donated it to the world for free. We've decided to fund a brick to be laid at Banting House in Canada, commemorating Dr. Pendsey and his work. This brick will be seen by thousands of visitors every year and will be laid this year on World Diabetes Day. Banting House in Canada have a special message for you.
Greetings from Banting House National Historic Site of Canada, the birthplace of insulin, London, Ontario, Canada. I'm holding Dr. Pendsey's brick, which will be enshrined here with other bricks at the birthplace of insulin. Will be unveiled on November 14th, World Diabetes Day.